Hey guys, it's Andrew, and this is why we're fat. So it's Sunday, which means it's time to make some sweets for lunches this week. And today we're making my salted peanut butter cookies. So the cookie recipe itself is pretty standard with a couple things to dress up. So we've got a cup of softened butter, put it in there. Make as much noise as possible. A cup of packed brown sugar and a cup of white granulated sugar. We're gonna turn this on first. Let it get started. Then we've got 2 cups of creamy peanut butter. I've been asked in the past if you can substitute crunchy peanut butter. I think you can, but I don't like what it does to the texture for this particular cookie. So I would just kind of caution you that the recipe's not written for crunchy. But you're welcome to give it a try and let me know how it turns out if you do. And here, so we'll give it a mix. Make sure that it's all combined. And before we start adding anything else, we're going to scrape down the sides, make sure that all of that peanut butter is getting mixed into the butter and the sugar. Scrape them. Spatula, super exciting. Oop. Right, now, one of the big additions, and I use this in a few other recipes already, is powdered peanut butter. I use the PB2 brand because it's just what I like, but there are other brands available now. You're gonna put this in here. Let it incorporate, and then I've got 2 large eggs that I've cracked into a bowl to make sure I don't get any shells in, because I will admit that I am notorious for that sometimes with baking. Let that get going, get those eggs fully incorporated again, scrape down the sides. The last thing is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. For my vanilla, I have taken to using this vanilla bean paste that comes with seeds. I really like it. I like the fact that it has the seeds in it, so when you're making things like white cakes and vanilla ice cream, you can see this flecks of seeds, and it's easier to obviously store than the vanilla pods themselves. But you still get that kind of vanilla pod, kind of fresh vanilla flavor with it. So we'll let this mix for a second. In the bowl here, I've got our flour, baking soda, baking powder, cornstarch, which is an interesting addition to this one that I think is necessary, as well as our kind of the first bit of salt that we're adding. We'll be adding some more in a few minutes, you'll see. We're gonna put the mixer on low though, and we're gonna scoop in 1 spoon of the flour mixture at a time. Let it mix, start to get incorporated. Fun and exciting. But all in all, you can see with these cookies, you can throw them together pretty quick. It probably took me an extra 5 or 6 minutes to get the ingredients ready for kind of to demo. Rest that flour in there. Make sure that it mixes up nice and good. You'll know it's ready when it starts to pull away from the sides and the bowl cleans itself up a little bit. Stop it, just like we've been doing. Give the bottom one last scrape. Make sure you've got all that flour and sugar and butter and all that goodness mixed in. It smells super good, really peanut butter-y. And then we're gonna make little balls and roll them in some sugar. We've got some granulated sugar, and then we've got large flake salt. So I use kind of a smaller cookie so they pack easier for lunches. but you can make these as big as you want. If the bigger you get, then make sure that you smush them down enough though. So we're gonna take a ball of dough. We're gonna roll it into a little ball. We're gonna roll it in the sugar. I've got a parchment lined cookie sheet here. Take a fork and you're gonna press down and make the traditional peanut butter hash marks. And you're gonna take a small pinch of flake salt and put it on top. We're gonna go through and make these cookies, get them all trayed up and baked. They bake at 350 for about 11-ish minutes. You want the bottoms to just start turning golden brown. Pull them out, and then I let them cool completely on the hot cookie sheets. So baking them does take time if you only have a couple of cookie sheets. I fortunately have been collecting cookie sheets, so I've got a lot. But cooling them on the cookie sheet I think is really important because it helps kind of set the cookie before you move it onto a cookie rack to kind of put away or put into your cookie jar or whatever. But we'll come back in a little bit and we'll finish up the cookies. We'll show you what they look like, give them a taste, and go from there. Remember, like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook. Lots of fun and exciting things coming over the next couple of weeks as we prepare more recipes and other fun things. Have a great day and stay safe, guys.